Hello, everyone. Welcome to another market forecast. Today's Monday, so let's go through um, this week's calendar. All right. Oh, not October. What? October, December. Oh, God. Why is there no November? What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. Okay, this week. Thank you. All right, so I've already had a look on the news drive for the week. We are pretty good regarding news. We don't have any. Sorry. We don't have any high impact news like CPI, PPI, NFP, FOMC. All right. On Monday, we're only going to have news at night. On Tuesday, 10 a.m., CB consumer confidence. Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Thursday, unemployment claims, but not related to the NFP that we are expecting. And on Friday, 8:30 and 10 a.m. high impact news. Right. So, and this week we're gonna have some high impact news, but not high impact news that we should not trade on the day, right? And wait for the actual news release. I would consider trading before that, right? So, so on Monday we're pretty good at news, like as of today. I don't know if I'll trade today because on Friday I'm moving to Brazil finally. So I have to my room is a mess right now. I have to organize everything, like do the all the steps to move to another country. All right. Anyways, let's go to the market forecast. So on DXY, as I told you guys before, on the beginning of last week, we had a huge candle down, and because of that, on the weekly time frame, sorry for not giving the context. On the weekly time frame, we had a candle without a wick. All right. So after that, we could expect a bearish week. Okay. And that was exactly what we were expecting, right, on the last week, and it was exactly what happened. But now, notice that it didn't reach the sell side liquidity here that we were targeting. Okay. So I think that maybe we'll see a continuation in this movement, at least until the last week's low. All right. This for me is very obvious that is going to happen. This is very likely. Any trade idea from here to here is high probability for me, right? So let's go to the daily time frame. All right, and in the daily time frame, we filled the gap. We came down, um, and then on the lower time frames here on the 12-hour, we touched the bearish order block, closing it below the fair value gap, which was a very nice move down. Um, and then we started moving down. All right, and we're very, 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 very likely to reach this those wicks right here. Okay, so I don't know if I'll trade today, but if I trade today, um, I would be targeting these lows right here. And just for you guys to know, I I did this drawings yesterday, yesterday night before going to bed. But then I thought that was what was going to happen on today's sessions, all right? But it turns out that it happened midnight, around midnight. This moving up into this 4-hour fair value gap and order block, and then moving down. It already happened, so I would be looking for sells here. But since this movement already happened, we can just take advantage of its continuation, all right, on the lower time frames. We're very likely to test this low right here, especially after this 1 hour candle. There's probably a fair value gap right here, around here. Yeah, price is probably going to test this fair value gap. Oh, I think I'm going to set. Sorry. All right. Okay. So price is probably going to go a little bit into this fair value gap and then continue moving down on the XY. Okay. But anyways, I think you guys noticed that my bias is bearish. I think for the week, all right, maybe we're gonna have an up closing week on the weekly time frame, but I would say we go bearish, okay? But more important than that, I would say we go down before anything, all right, at least until this level. So let's go to Euro USD. On Euro USD, on the weekly time frame, we were targeting this fair value gap, this inverted fair value gap. But it turns out that we didn't reach this fair value gap on the last week, right? So if we're not moving to a pullback this week, starting moving down, sorry, and then go to a pullback, I believe that we'll reach this buy side liquidity and then this fair value gap, inverted fair value gap, right? So I would be expecting a bullishness on the week. I don't know if the week is gonna close right here, but anyways, I am expecting bullishness before anything, right? Let's go to the daily time frame. We had a nice movement up on the daily time frame. It respected a bullish order block. It respected a fair value gap. It's always respecting daily speedy arrays, right? So price is clearly on a bullish order flow. Okay. On the lower time frames, you're gonna see the same thing. So bullish order block. I don't think price returned to this bullish order block. Let me see. No, it didn't. But just like on DXY, I did this forecast yesterday, and then turns out that it was filled right away, all right, and then started moving up. So I think we're going to test this high today and probably this high. Keep that in mind. All right, so I would be looking for buys on Euro USD. Notice how it respected this bullish order block right here. We don't have any PD arrays that we should be aware of here, except for this bearish order block, but I don't think that this bearish order block is going to hold price from going to this buy sell liquidity. Okay, it respected this bearish order block, all right, and then we saw displacement up, a very bad displacement up, and then price came back again, and then started moving higher. All right, there is probably also a fair value gap right here somewhere. Okay, yeah, right here. Yeah, so we have a lot of tiny bullish order blocks here, right? Um, I respect them to be respected. I expect them to be respected. I expect an expansion up from this fair value gap. All right, maybe a closure above this fair value gap, and then start continue moving up, just like on DXY. That let's see what DXY is doing. All right, so it's touched the fair value gap, and then it's going down. All right, so we have a lot of bullish blocks to hold price, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw price moving down into these lows and some sort of manipulation, especially on New York session, to then start moving up. All right, but I would be expecting price to test this high right here. Okay, this buy sell liquidity. Anyways, this is the closest target. This is like the safest target. Let me see the 5 minute. All right, 5 minute. We have a parallel gap too. Price closed below this parallel gap, which is not good. On this candle, I'd like to see a very bullish reaction up, all right, for me to still consider this parallel gap. And we have this 15-minute parallel gap, and I don't think that it's going to close inside of it. But anyways, you guys get it. So maybe moving down before moving up again, or probably going to this buy side liquidity. I think that it's going to go there first, right? But because of this parallel gap, I have to think more. Okay. Anyways, this is your today's market forecast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you like it down below. Comment anything you want down below. Any feedback, I'm always open to it. Okay. This week for me is going to be a very messy week. All right. So I will probably avoid trading because of that, because I'm not on my best mind state in terms of responsibilities. All right. It's everything is a mess. Like I have to wrap everything up to do like to-do lists, to pass some bills to some friends, a lot of things. So, but I think I'm gonna do the forecast anyway during this week, and we close below this prevalent gap. Let me see on the XY. Oh, just one thing that I think is very important to notice here is that DXY has been more clear than your USD lately. So if you see a zone on DXY and see its equivalent zone on your USD, I would consider more DXY. Okay, this is just a tip for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Trade safe. Bye.